climate has changed.
The rise of the 6 teal independents was one of the big stories of the May election. Their vanquished opponents in once safe Liberal seats left stunned by the resources marshalled against them. New data now reveals the Teals had more than $10 million behind them. Allegra spending $2.124 million to win Wentworth, closely followed by Monique Ryan, who knocked off Treasurer Josh Frydenberg in Kooyong. Zoe Daniel spent $1.59 million to take Goldstein. Kylie Tink, $1.38 million to snatch North Sydney. Sophie Scomps, $1.22 million to be victorious in Mackellar. And Kate Cheney, $973,000 to triumph in Curtin. A big chunk of their cash came from the Climate 200 group. It gave nearly $6 million to a range of candidates and says 72% of the donations it received were $200 or less from people who wanted politics to change. But billionaire Scott Farquhar also chipped in $1.5 million, and an entity chaired by his colleague Mike Cannon-Brooks gave $1.18 million. Supporters of the Teals argue they needed enormous financial backing to level the playing field. The major parties don't release all their information until February, but there are estimates from the last election that the coalition spent more than $116 million and Labor more than $74 million on all their lower and upper house races. Integrity campaigners believe Australia now needs spending caps to maintain public faith in elections.
The risk is that the absence of electoral expenditure caps can render elections effectively little more than political auctions.
Climate 200 is in favour of reform, arguing donations should be disclosed at the time they're made and not months after an election has been run and won. James Glenday, ABC News, Canberra.